One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome everyone to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
The give to the back. Got the first down and more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Might as well give it to him again. Turning it on. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
On the run, it's Ford. Across the 25, he smashes his way through again. Touchdown, Stanford! He would not be denied.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Notre Dame's offense will get the ball for the first time. He's only got a few games left to make that final impression on Heisman voters, but based on the season he's had so far, he's certainly run his way well into contention, David.
It's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable to be a running back to impact the game this much. Consistently, week in, week out, take the physical pounding and still be elite. Finishing this season will go a long way to deciding whether he wins the Heisman, but so far, Palmer, I've been impressed.
Man, the durability is just something to behold. And when you think back to former Heisman winners at the position, especially at Alabama, guys like Mark Ingram or Derrick Henry, that's what those guys had as well. They seemed to get better as games went on, but they also got better as the season went on, and that's what this guy's doing now.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Give to the running back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. He slings it deep to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Farrell. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Brown wants to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a grab down the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for space. It's Ford. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds space on the right. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out, and a chance to go on top with this drive. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? It's complete on the right side. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw. It's Carr. He makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Trying to beat the D deep. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. On the run, fires downfield. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Love. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the... This should be the last play of the quarter. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes... you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Farrell. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. No, we'll have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the returner will be brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Love. Pass to 45. All kinds of room to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. Brown wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable, make him feel that pressure, keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Slips through the line. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. They get to him as he throws. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. Looking for a gap. It's 4. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Fires it incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Pulls and fires complete. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Carr. They're working that left side. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. lot of defenders around on that screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. To the air on second down. He'll throw it. He's got him. Got room at the 35. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Pauly. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. It's Brown. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes a connection. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. At the 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Irish! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Brown wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Ford. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for a crease. It's Love. Got the first down. Looking for more. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Line gets set, first down.
Here we go.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Turning it on. And he'll be brought down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
On the option. Now the toss. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees the defender commit. Boom. Pitch the ball. Not only pitch the ball, on target, so now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest, turned on the Jets, got to the house.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
They'll ride the hot hand. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense wants to bring the heat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Brown will throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll try to outflank him with the jet sweep. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Pauling. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's got some space. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Gonna run it. It's Love. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They want that clock to run. Open space at the 25. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. Notre Dame, once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. With the run on first and goal. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. There's a long and storied history of great games